Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on. I am really excited to be with you today. Welcome to all my replayer viewers and everyone who's joining me today. Hey guys, my name is Keely. If this is your first time joining me, I am the owner of LoveHopeAdventure.com, and I talk about the marriage relationship, and I talk about ways that you can be more intimate with your spouse. And I also do some lifestyle blogging on there too. You can check me out at lovehopeadventure.com. And today I wanted to kind of address this issue. I keep getting people come to my site asking this question. How to romance yourself? How can a woman romance herself? I don't know how many guys this will resonate with really, but for women, I think women will resonate with it. And I'll go ahead and put this out up front. I am not for solo sex. This seems to be the new term we have taken for masturbation, and with good reason, because there is a difference between solo sex and masturbating in marriage. Because I think that you can please yourself with your spouse there and have that be something you do intimately with each other. But when you're having sex all by yourself in another room without your spouse's knowledge, that's a very different thing. And I think that sexual intimacy does need to be done with your spouse, with their knowledge, and, together if at all possible. And as far as romancing yourself, so I've kind of been thinking about, all right, well, first of all, what's the intention of a person asking that? And I think a lot of times somebody may be asking that so that they can figure out how to get in the mood so that they can have self-pleasure. I'm not for that, and I do not advocate that in marriage. So I do think, though, that there is some benefits to romancing yourself, particularly if you're a woman. I don't know if guys have to do this as much. I haven't really noticed, and maybe some of the guys that are on today can give some feedback about it. I don't know. But for a woman, I think that getting yourself in the right frame of mind to have sex is so beneficial and so helpful. And, maybe kind of romancing yourself in a way can be beneficial because it puts you in the mood so that you can be physically intimate with your spouse and be more ready for that. So if we're going to go with that reason behind romancing yourself versus I want to romance myself so that I can give myself self-pleasure without my spouse, that I don't agree with, and I don't think that's a good idea. But if you're looking for ways to be more engaged in the bedroom, more proactive in your sex life, get yourself ready in your mental frame of mind, get in the right mindset to have sex, doing some things to romance yourself, especially as a woman, is pretty important and helpful. Those things are going to look very different for everybody. And you kind of have to think about to yourself, what makes me feel good about myself and what makes me feel lovely? Because when you feel good about yourself, when you are feeling beautiful, when you're feeling lovely, just extra generous, you're going to be that way in the bedroom. And so you want to do things that make you happy, make you feel relaxed, that help you, I don't know if romance is the right word or not, maybe. So for you, or for me, I love to burn candles. That's something that really makes me feel good. It boosts my mood. A lot of women respond well to aromatherapy. That's actually pretty good for women. And so certain scents will actually get your libido risen. I'm not saying that well. So if you use, like, say, jasmine is one of those that is good for libido. I think cinnamon might be also. And there's a couple of others, sandalwood and a few others, that can actually help you get in the mood and put you in that way. Some other things that you might want to do is just play relaxing music or something that gets you excited, maybe like a dance music. Maybe it's what you put on. That goes so much of what you do in a day is determined by what you're wearing. So if you put on your night clothes, your body thinks, okay, it's bedtime. If you put on your work clothes, your body thinks, okay, it's time to go to work. If you put on your workout clothes, maybe your body thinks, okay, it's your frame of mind that you get into based off of what you wear. So it might be really helpful to you to put on specific clothing when you want to get yourself in the mood, the same way you would put on a certain kind of clothing to go to work, or certain kinds of clothes to go to bed, or to go out on a date, or to whatever. So those are a couple of things you can do to get yourself in the mood and help yourself just be more excited to be with your spouse later on. Another good thing to do is to flirt with your spouse. That's not really romancing yourself as much, but it can be a way to initiate the romance. So those are a couple of things that will help you get in the mood. And again, like I said at the start of the scope, I don't agree with solo sex. I don't agree with getting yourself in the mood so you can please yourself. But I definitely agree with getting in the mood so that you can have a better time with your spouse. And as an individual, you have to figure out what those things are. And I do not suggest that you do anything in the way of porn. I also don't suggest that you read romance novels or certain kinds of movies that are highly fantasy. Okay, those things will not help your sex life. In fact, you probably would just be more disappointed than anything else. The best thing to do is to take time to think about your spouse, think about intimate relationships, intimate moments with your spouse. I mean, if you need a visual, then think back to some of the things you and your spouse have done in the bedroom. If you need a story or a script or something, just sort of replay over in your mind some of the sweet moments you and your spouse have had together. And then find those other things in your life that will help you feel lovely, whether it's playing music, taking a relaxing bath, wearing something special, burning candles, eating something special. There are definitely foods out there that are considered aphrodisiacs, and chocolate always makes me feel lovely. So I'm not eating much of that right now because I have been counting my calories. And I'll show you my lunch. I really want to eat it. I'm starving. Look, I've got a few tomatoes and some cheese, and I ate the blueberries really quick before I started the scope because I'm starved. But anyway, I wanted to come on and kind of just start talking about that with you guys because it just keeps coming up. People keep asking, oh, how do I romance myself? And if you're asking, how do I romance myself so I can be a better lover? Awesome. I've got great tips for you. If you're asking, how can I get myself in the mood so I can masturbate all on my own? Like that? No. That's not something that I think is healthy. It's definitely not good for your marriage. So if you want to find out what I'm blogging about and follow me, hop over to lovehopeadventure.com, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. Again, my name is Keely, and I hope we'll be on tomorrow afternoon around the same time.